What's up, guys? Welcome to CATRP Crew. My name is Chase, and sometimes in our business where we sell video games and stuff for a living, the dream job, things can really slow down. It's nice when you have bins or boxes like this. Look at how many Pokemon games are in there. I don't even know. How many do you think this is, Nolan? This is...
I'm gonna say at least like 2.
At least 2. I'm gonna say the over-under is 50 for how many are in there. 50 and a half. You got the over-under, Matt?
Over.
Matt takes the over, so maybe slightly over 50. He's an engineer, so he knows. And all of those are gonna be in one auction on Whatnot that's coming up. I was kind of looking through our inventory. We've got this bin that I just pulled from the shelf. We have a shelf that's called the over 50 shelf. Items that are valued over $50. So I just filled this entire bin. There's like tons of nice completed box stuff. Super Mario All-Stars, Duke Nukem 0 Hour, just a couple examples. And then kind of anything interesting Pokemon makes that shelf too. But these are both sealed. So some crazy sealed DS Pokemon games with Pokemon Black being the biggest piece there. Sealed GameCube, Mega Man, complete in box Mystery Dungeon. Like, there's tons of really nice stuff. I also filled up this bin from the over 50 shelf, and there's like random PlayStation stuff, you know, Nintendo Switch stuff, which, well, for this show, we're giving away a Nintendo Switch 2, which is super, super hype and exciting. The point of this show is because we're in the summer slowdown. So I'll show you over here. We have the highest revenue producing part of our business is our sales on Amazon, which we get through our buy list. So at our website, catrpcrew.com, people are submitting, you know, many dozens of packages every week where we sell the games on Amazon. But then we also buy collections every week, all the time, still buying. Email us, contact@catrpcrew.com, or go to our website, submit your collection. And that stuff is sold on Whatnot. And this is the summer slowdown, that's what we call it. Usually the months of like June, July is when it kind of starts through like October in our experience. Those months historically are the slowest months of sales on like an eBay or an Amazon. That might not be true for you. It's been true for my business for the last 20 plus years. But in the last couple years, we've really worked hard at reversing that trend and never having a slow period. People always ask me, what's your slow period? What's your fast period? Obviously the fast period is Q4, like November, Black Friday through December 21st, Christmas, it's crazy, and even January is really fast for us. And that's true for all retail. But the slow period is typically summer, and you'll notice a lot of retailers do big sales in the summer. They'll do a Memorial Day sale, the 4th of July sale, anything that they can do to drive sales, they're doing it, but they're still struggling. And for us, what that looks like is giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 to get people to a really big auction where we have amazing inventory, amazing games for people to bid on, most of which will start at $1, and we're having huge shows. We did one a month ago where the community showed out. It was a blast. Nolan was with me. We had some amazing inventory. Nolan, say hi. Everybody, this is Nolan,
Hi.
if you don't know him yet.
Hi.
He's been with us, how, 4 months, 5 months? I don't even know.
If you count before
Well, full time.
full-time, by the end of this month, it'll be 6 months.
Okay, so almost 6 months Nolan's been here with us. He's killing it. He's helping me on Whatnot a lot, so you'll see him if you come hang with us on Whatnot. Him and I and like Sky Guy and Alpal were kind of the third man for that big show. We did $80,000 in sales in a 8-hour show.
That's crazy.
I still cannot believe that. That is $10,000 an hour. I think it's $120 a minute.
You know, to be honest, I completely forgot about it because I just got back from my honeymoon.
Yeah, Nolan's freshly married. So, which is very exciting. It's great to have you back. But yeah, like that's the best hourly show that we've ever done for sure. Like that was a remarkable thing in our business.
It was crazy. We did 30-second sudden death on everything pretty much.
Just like we were starting like
Dollar start, 30 seconds.
Pokemon Yellow, or even this, like a sealed. I think we literally sold a sealed Pokemon Black in that show too.
I think we did.
I don't know how we have another one, but like we were starting pretty much everything at $1, and just sudden death means no time extensions. Usually in auction, if you bid, it adds 10 seconds if you bid in the last 10 seconds or whatever. But sudden death, like 30 seconds and that's done. So that was part of our strategy for like keeping our sales per minute really high. So we have a lot of marketing that goes into that. But like the whole point of all of that for us is how we drive sales in the summer, where historically it's just been a time of getting by and kind of getting through. So if you come with me over here, in my opinion, there's multiple ways that you could drive sales, and I think for each business it's going to look different. Obviously our answer for that has been through our Whatnot strategy, incorporating that. We had kind of like let it go to the wayside a little bit, but recently we're just like, man, we're just going to drive it home. We're going to do this Whatnot thing, and we really enjoy it. The community over there is like incredibly generous, really amazing, and we've met some really amazing people through that. I think of Eric, American Bash, John, Mojave Ronan, Dimitri, Mike D. There's just so many people. If you're watching, like, comment Whatnot down below, or Whatnot community. community if you're part of that, because you know who you are and we really appreciate you. But if your business is different, which most of yours probably do look different, you might have a death pile. So honestly, like a really good way to drive sales is to have good inventory listed. It's really simple. But a lot of times, like in my business, I would just be like going out sourcing in the summer, spending a ton of time doing that when I just had piles in my basement, in my closet of inventory that was just sitting there unlisted. It's a really obvious shift of like, how can we expedite the sourcing end of things or make it just a lot quicker and more efficient so that we can spend more time selling. It might be a little less fun at times. If sales are slowing down, like my encouragement to myself and to you is don't be a victim. Do something about it. Like what are you gonna do every day to remedy that situation? It's probably not gonna be solved overnight, but if you can, like we've got these Neo Geo games, for example, that probably need to be listed on eBay, really high-end stuff. This would be another way that we could drive sales, is by getting all these things listed, get our daily listing amount scheduled out for a month or whatever, just do 5 listings a day, whatever it is, whatever you can afford to do or have the inventory to do, and drive the sales. So like, that's kind of what we're doing. I do want to show you guys what our Whatnot auction is gonna look like. It's kind of challenging to bring it together, and I'm curious where it will land. So I still have a few more things to pull from this shelf. We have these handhelds and stuff that will be up there. There's gonna be more Pokemon stuff. But then our shelf wall, the infamous 12-foot shelf wall that I dreamed of forever. We have all these bins that are labeled Whatnot. This is NES and SNES for Whatnot. There's some pretty good stuff in there probably. I don't know. I haven't looked in forever. There's this one. Let's see. We got Sega Whatnot, Wii/Wii U. Let's see, PlayStation, SNES. Looks like we got some box SNES games here. Probably should be pulling some of those for the
Greatest
big
game
show.
of all time.
Shaq Fu. That's right. Good eye. But there's a SNES Classic in there. That should definitely be in the big show.
Skylar got me one of those.
He did?
Yeah.
That's a good system. You can play
No,
Earthbound.
it's not.
Yes, it is. What do you have to say for yourself?
Cut that out. Cut that out.
That's not being cut. I'm sorry. A lot of good news on that thing. Let's see. We got Xbox Whatnot, Game Boy Whatnot. There's Switch, which we're doing Switch shows. We have all these amiibos. I have 2 more bins of like nice amiibos out in the shed as well. Like we do have a lot of great inventory that kind of gets forgotten about. And I think the forgotten inventory is very, very common in many businesses. So for me, like these big Whatnot shows are like, big eBay listing weeks historically help me to just kind of force sales into existence. I go search for the thing. If I have to do it, if I give myself some parameters, hey, got to list 5 a day with an average sales price of $100 on eBay for the next month, I'm going to find the best possible stuff I can find. Or if it's 3 a day with an average sales price of $50, like you're going to find the best stuff you can find. You're going to like really go for it. And then for us, it's with the Whatnot thing. So I hope you can see like the heart behind why we do this, why we try to force sales into existence, because we're not trying to be victims, here at CATRP. That's not what we do. We're men of action, right? We're making it happen. We're bringing it to us even in the slow season when it's just not automatically coming to us. So I'm gonna continue setting up this Whatnot. I'll kind of bring you guys along for that journey for maybe some of the strategies of how we're doing the big Whatnot, and hopefully it'll be all laid out so you can see, like, it won't be all laid out, but you can see what it will look like, kind of. Partially the way there by the end of this video.
And real quick before we continue, I wanted to thank XYAB, our channel sponsor. They actually have something brand new. I have it in this box. Look at that. They carry Squishimals now, so you can stock them in your store if you're a store owner. They have these little mystery bags. They have a Tails one, and then a Knuckles one, and then, come on, a Sonic one. Look at that, isn't that cool? Use our code in the link below. You can actually get $50 off your first order of $100 or more. Thank you to XYAB for being a channel sponsor. Now back to it. Okay, Chase, you finding any other goodies?
Listen to our podcast.
Oh, the reseller room?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just filled up a bin over here that I can show you. So we had a few boxed consoles that I was able to grab. Actually, it's already upstairs.
Have we shown them the chaos of upstairs yet?
Let's go show them.
Okay.
Yeah, we do need to show you guys what we're working with here.
And while we go up here, so you mentioned the podcast. In case you guys didn't know, we have extended conversations about podcast topics over the Discord.
Yep, that's right. So I do want to mention the Discord. If you are a reseller that wants to put in the work growing your business and connecting with people, we'd love to have you. If you're a reseller that doesn't want to put in the work or try to connect with people, probably not the best place for you. This is what we have right here so far. It's these 3 bins. I had a little bit of stuff right here already set aside for the big show, but like, that's what I'm working with. I will say Matt just got me these. There's our 3DS and DS Pokemons.
Oh my gosh, we have a
So
lot.
we're gonna have like probably 100 Pokemon games.
Yeah, like these are like, it seems like it's not a lot, but 3 bins, these are packed with stuff.
Yeah, and everything in these bins is only nice stuff. There's nothing else. And then the stuff that we already had set aside was the collection we got a couple weeks ago, which included this bin of Switch and this bin of GameCube. And I think just those 2 bins are 10 grand in value. Of price starting value. So like honestly, this show I think is gonna come together better than I thought. I was strongly considering delaying it, waiting for like a huge collection to come in, but I think we can all agree that compiling all this stuff,
This is pretty nutty. Like,
isn't it?
Yeah, like we talked about getting like desensitized in the past to like
Yes.
what we have sometimes. I think we're there because this really is pretty insane. Like you could never have told me we'd be running this many Pokemon games.
But anyways, this is what I grabbed on the way up. This is the Nintendo 3DS guide for the Louvre, which I went to with my wife and got different languages, different countries of this.
Do you not have this one?
I do not have this one. I actually sold off some of the other ones. I wanted the English or the French versions. And when I was there, both of those were sold out. So like, this is the English version, which is the holy grail of this specific thing. I think this goes for about 500 bucks.
Holy.
And a lot of times when we get collections or we go outsourcing, I do add items to the collection. This is a bit dirty in here right now, but like one recent piece that I got to add was this Mario controller, which has been a grail piece of mine for a long time. This was a Club Nintendo exclusive to, I think, Japan, maybe Europe. I'm not sure. But that's a Nintendo brand Mario GameCube controller,
That's cool.
which would look really good on our mounts right up there.
Yeah, you can pick up one of those mounts if they're not sold out again.
Yeah, over on Whatnot we sell those, but it's a pretty nice perk of the job getting to add stuff to the collection. But I will say we are selling the rest of the collection, and that takes a lot of work to be able to add items here and there. It may seem glamorous, but at the same time, like, we're running.
It's not free.
It is not free. Like, it takes a lot of work. I've got 5 full-time employees. You know, it comes with a cost, but it is a dream job at the same time.
People ask questions sometimes. How do you like justify adding stuff to your collection? How do you keep it separate from business? You've explained it before, but
Yeah, it's all write-off, so it's just free. So.
no.
There's a few ways. One, if I needed to sell this stuff, I would sell it.
So it's just treated as inventory.
Yeah. I mean, truly, like, it's a collection, and I'm not planning on selling it. But at the same time, I have sold big chunks of my collection before. For example, my NES box games, you'll notice I don't really have many compared to the other sections. It's because I sold all them for the down payment on my first home. And then my 3DS XL handhelds, I used to buy every single one at launch day, collected them, probably had the first like 25. And then there was one Christmas we needed like to buy a van or something. We needed something, and I always have worked at the speed of cash. I do personal and business in cash only, including this barn that we're standing in. So I sold like 25 3DS XLs, kept a couple of my favorites, and then have kind of rebuilt the collection again at the speed of cash. So like, that's kind of how I justify it, and I think a lot of people have seen like our $10 business videos on CATRP Crew and on Chase After the Right Price channels, and have built collections in the same way. You've seen Retro Rick's $10 game collection. It's been proven time and time again by many different people that you can grow a collection or grow towards a business or anything at the speed of cash. And that's just like a value that is deep within me, and it reflects in our business, in my personal life, and in how I grow this collection.
Okay, Chase, do you have an update?
Oh man, I do. I mean, I'm kind of laughing now, Sky Guy, thinking that maybe we didn't have a big auction ready to go.
I mean, that shelf right there.
It's well over, I haven't counted, but it's well over 100 Pokemon games, which is like actually insane. Turns out we had quite a lot of Pokemon on hand, so
I
that's
think we
all
need to
gonna
make
be
this
there.
the thumbnail of the video.
I think so. I think we should.
If you guys clicked for it, here it is.
That's actually insane. So all those are going to be there, and then we still have this GameCube collection, which I got all laid out. Like, there's big titles like Fire Emblem, Chibi Robo, Billy Hatcher, Phantasy Star Online. I think every Zelda game for the GameCube.
Oh yeah, there they are.
Yep. Every Mario Party game. Pretty much all my favorites are here in this collection. There's tons of handhelds. We have all this Switch stuff, which if you look close, this is almost only like first party Nintendo or just desirable titles.
Yeah, lots of S's for
Super Mario's, you know, there's Pokemon. It's just like all the good stuff is gonna be there. More good GameCube, there's good Sega, really nice PlayStation, Xbox 360, N64. You look up here, the complete in-box N64 games that we grabbed earlier, the Super Nintendo, Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3.
There's still bins downstairs.
I haven't even touched the bins that were on the shelf wall, which I cannot believe what has come together here. So, you know, I mentioned earlier our most hype, most successful show for our CATRP team was the one a few weeks ago where we did $80,000 in sales in 8 hours. That bar is so incredibly high that I don't know if we'll ever beat it, but like, I feel like we're putting ourselves in a position here to at least give it a shot. especially with all these Pokemon games.
Well, I think with our new style, like the hopeful 50K show can actually be more of a reality consistently.
Yeah. So yeah, 50K traditionally is like our big goal for an 8-hour show. And we've done it a few times, but there's also been a few times where we didn't. You know, we did like 32,000 in sales, and it's phenomenal. Like 50K is a crazy, crazy goal. It's really hard to pull off. It takes a lot of effort on the inventory, the merchandise, and you gotta have great stuff. But then like selling it quickly, having efficient systems to be able to put it in our like boxes to take downstairs and ship it out. That like the other thing with that 80K auction, we shipped it all next day. The entire auction.
Yeah, that was
over
pretty
1,000
nuts.
items. Over 1,000 items that sold. We shipped in one day as a team. I'm just like super proud of where our crew has come, how far we've gotten. Things that we didn't think were possible even 6 months ago, we have done like multiple times. I'm very thankful and blessed to kind of be at the helm of this thing, but also very proud of where we've come, how we've done it, and yeah, just seeing this just kind of makes me reflect on where we were even 2 years ago, Sky Guy, like how far we've come from then.
Yeah.
It's just very surreal to think about. Like all these Pokemon games, for example, are sourced and bought from you guys through our buy list.
I remember thinking when we were in the basement, there was a time where I think we talked about, will there ever be a time where we don't have to go out to find stuff?
Yeah.
And we were seriously like, I mean, would we even want that? Like, would that even happen? Will people send us enough collections? Like the volume that would need to be sent and the partnerships that would need to be made, we're like, that'll probably never happen.
Probably not.
And now it's like, whoa, what percentage of inventory do you think comes in from the viewers?
It's probably 80% at least, maybe 90.
I think the over-under is like 90 to 95 in my head.
90.5 might be the over-under, honestly, because you still get a lot from conventions when we go, but that's only 2 to 3 times a year. And garage sales and stuff, I still go a little bit, but obviously not getting too much volume-wise of inventory there. I'm very thankful to anybody that has sent us stuff. Like, we don't take you for granted. We really, really appreciate it. We know that, there's multiple ways that you could sell your inventory, and we're just honored to be, the one that you're sending it to. So thank you to anybody that has sent us stuff. And if you haven't, definitely check out our website. It is really good. We're very proud of it.
Over 2,000 people now.
Yeah, 2,000 users on the site. It's CATRP.com. It's always linked down below. Any of the links that you need are down below. Our friend from the UK, Ken, designed it. He did an amazing job. And it really is what we dreamed it could be. It's there, it's happening, it's running. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out.
One more thing, and we just added Pokemon and ETBs, so we can get even more of this stuff.
And big news, we just added Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes and booster boxes, so we can get even more Pokemon stuff. We're paying pretty darn nice. I've talked to a lot of different shop owners, and usually the highest that I've heard that they pay for sealed product is like 70-ish%, and that is what we are paying. And you can ship it to us. You don't got to drive anywhere. Like, we will buy them at 70%, which to me feels pretty good. So I think a lot of people will be sending us Pokemon stuff. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. And then this auction, guys, is happening
As we speak.
as we speak. So massive. Again, this video is sponsored by Whatnot, so shout out to them. We are giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 as part of this auction, which is insane. We don't even have it in hand yet, so here's our honorary Switch 2. I've got multiple pre-orders secured, so I got one to give away. And that's going to happen at the end of the show, but all of this stuff will be sold. A lot of it's going to start at $1, some will start at different price, but it's going to be insane. If you haven't tried out Whatnot, if you don't know what it is, it's an online bidding auction app. You can swipe to bid, bids go up in increments, auctions end after 30 seconds if we're doing sudden death with no time extensions, which is what we're going to be doing a lot of the time. So it's really fast paced, it's really fun, it's really exciting, and there's a chat going the whole time, so you can interact with other people in the community and also with us. You can directly ask us questions, hang out with us, and we have a ton of fun. It probably is my favorite way to sell stuff.
It's so much fun. It's probably the best way to reach out to you guys. Like, this is a little bit different, but being live with you all is so much fun.
I feel like people that hang out with us on Whatnot, I feel like there's actually kind of a back and forth where we get to know each other, and like Eric American Bash, we've had
dozens and dozens
of people that have visited from our connection through Whatnot. I visited the game barn. It's just a cool place to gain connection, to have fun, to get some great games. So that's happening as we speak. And if you're new to Whatnot, use our link down below to get $15 credit. We're gonna have buy it nows like value games, valued between $10 and $25. They're gonna be sold for $10, and you can get $15 credit and cover the entire cost of one of these games if you don't want anything else. So it's a no-brainer. Use our link. That'll help support the channel. It'll help us continue being able to work with Whatnot, which we absolutely love, and we would greatly appreciate it. So use that link. Come hang with us on Whatnot right now. It's time. Let's go. We'll see you over there.